You know, in life, some of the easiest things to do are things that we don't really consider. I mean, to climb a mountain is not easy. To swim deep in the ocean is not easy. To find a perfect situation, either a job, a mate, the amount of money they pay, it's not easy. It takes dedication, it takes technique, skill, and persistence. But some things are much easier than others to achieve. For example, let's say you're trying to lose weight and you've just really been having a hard time with it, or stop smoking, or stop drinking, or change your attitude. It's all based on how you look at your life. Now, we tend to look at our life in the long term, and because we do that, it takes the pleasure of what we're doing. For example, if I know that I can't eat junk food, for example, until I lose 40 pounds, I say to myself, well, that's a long way off, and I might as well just forget about it and eat all the food I can. Or if I know that I can't drink alcohol for a certain amount of time, or never, because I'm an alcoholic, for example. I'm not, but if I were, then I would say I can't ever drink alcohol. Or if I was a person who had a problem with my temper, I would say to myself, I can't control myself with that woman or that boss or traffic. I just can't do it. What you have to do is understand that your life is based on three things. It's based on the past, the present, and the future. But you only live in the present. I mean, I spoke about this many times because it's so important you understand that your life is not based on anything but where you stand. If someone were to tell you that you are going to die in 5 minutes, you are still alive in the present. When that time comes, you deal with it, but you can choose how you react to it. Now, 5 minutes can be the same as 5 years. If you prepare yourself for something in the present, it makes the future much more easily acceptable. So I'm going to give you an attitude, a technique that you can use to make your future better by looking at it in a temporal time of a present state. Now the attitude is one more. Now how does that work? Say for example, and I'd like you to do this. Let's say for example you were trying to read something. You want to read a book, or you want to write something, or you want to just do something that was a time-based thing. It was an attitude of doing one task over and over again until the completion. So you're reading a book, or you're writing a book, or you're doing something. You're doing push-ups, whatever you have to do. You tell yourself, I'm going to try to just do one more. And if I get to that, I'm going to move on to the next one. So you read one page. When you're done with that page, you say, I took my time with that page, I understood what that page said, and now I'm going to just try one more page. Now, you'll find that if you have the attitude of one more, you may decide that your one more becomes the entire book. But when you get to the point where you are done, when you can take no more, you stop. And you've told yourself, that's as far as I'm going to go. I told myself one more, and when I'm done with that, I say, I'll do one more. And it goes on from there. Now, I use a technique to go from doing 10 pull-ups to doing 37. It took me about a month. Because as I was doing the pull-ups, I kept telling myself, I'm going to try to do one more, one more, one more. And my one mores became 5, 10, 15. It was incredible. Now, when it comes to things that are bad for you, let's say, for example, being angry, being late, smoking, things like that, you want to tell yourself that I may do it one day, but not today. See, control today, because the only thing you have to control is today. So you look at that cigarette and you tell yourself, You know what? I may smoke the cigarette one day, but not today. And you're done with it. I may eat junk food one day, but not today. And it's over. I may get mad at my spouse. I may be mad in traffic. I may, think bad thoughts and have fears someday, but not today. You see, having control of something is not the same as not having control. It's having a sense that you can control it today. Because you never know. I mean, one day you might wake up and you say, I gotta have the cigarette. Situation may occur where you just blow up at somebody. The other thing is, it might come back. But if you tell yourself, not today, then you control it. You tame it. And if it does come back, if you do find yourself just totally out of control, then that day has come and you smoke that cigarette, then you tell yourself, okay, I smoked that cigarette, but today I stop again, and continue that mindset over and over again. So it's not a panacea, which means a cure-all, but it helps. It definitely helps. And I think that when people look at the control that they have, then they find more things they can control. Their environment, their life. They understand that it's all about today. Because think about it. If you're watching this video, you know that one day you're going to die. But today you're still alive. And that's all that matters. Okay? Today is really all you have that you can say, I can control. I can't look back and make myself a better past. And I can't control what happens in the future. But I can control in a big way what happens today. So use that. Adopt the attitude. So for things you're trying to do, you always say one more. One more day of exercising. Just try it for one more day. If it feels good, then give it one more day. When you're writing, one more page, one more sentence, one more word, making one more phone call, talking to one more person. And when it comes to things that are bad for you, say to yourself, I may do it one day, but not today. And you'll find that it's going to just help you to really go to the next level and become more of what you can be, and see yourself not living in the hopes of tomorrow, but living in the glory of what's going on today. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.